Hey guys, it's JP Gloria, and in this video we are going to analyze Eliud Kipchoge's running form. It's been a while since I made a video just looking at his running, but I'm super excited to finally make this analysis. Let's take a closer look at his beautiful running form when he participated in the Breaking 2 project, where he technically ran the world's fastest marathon in a time of 2 hours and 25 seconds. Now, before I get into looking at specific parts of the body, I want to point out one of the most incredible things about Eliud Kipchoge, which is his ability to maintain form throughout almost the entire race at a crazy pace of around 4 minutes and 35 seconds per mile for over 2 hours. This takes so much mental focus and discipline to do. He did end up fatiguing toward the end of the race, as you can see by the decreased forward lean of the body, as well as beginning to show a lean more toward the right side, but still, what Kipchoge did was nothing short of amazing. As we do in most of these running analysis videos, we will start at the feet and we'll work our way up. As you can see, he presents with forefoot landing as the foot touches the ground. Landing this way allows for improved active push-off as well as a quicker foot turnover. This aids in his ability to maintain a relatively high cadence throughout the entire race at around and slightly above 180 steps per minute. However, as I mentioned in previous videos, while specific foot landing gets much more attention, positioning of the foot under the center of mass may be more important, as it allows for optimal stride length to allow for quick transition from accepting weight onto the foot to propelling forward. As you can see, Eliud's foot lands a little bit in front of the hips, which is around where his center of mass should be. A more in-depth explanation of the importance of landing under the center of mass, as well as running tips to apply this to your running, can be found in my previous video looking at how elite runners increase speed during runs. Next, let's look at the knees. As I mentioned in my previous video that looked at Kipchoge's foot landing, his knees seem to stay slightly bent throughout the entire running cycle. This is seen as his foot begins to carry his weight, aiding in shock absorption. This also occurs when he extends his leg to propel his body forward. This shows that he's trying to minimize upward movement and maximize forward movement. Obviously, there is always vertical force required as he pushes forward, because without it, he would collapse into the ground or his foot would not clear the ground and he would trip. However, he tries to give the precise amount of vertical force to prevent this to maximize efficiency as he runs. One popular way to apply this to your running is to differentiate between concepts of push off and pull through. Instead of thinking of pushing off from the ground, think of pulling through the ground instead. Applying this concept has helped many runners stay low and prevent excessive vertical movement, aka bouncing, as they run. Next, we will look more closely at the pelvis. Compared to the other two runners, Eliud presents with a relatively more neutral position of the pelvis. Checking out this runner, you can see he presents with more of what we call an anterior pelvic tilt, which is tilting of the pelvis forward. This decreases ability to utilize the elastic properties of the hip flexors and quads to aid in swinging the leg forward, as well as something that may be even more vital in this long distance race, which is ability to breathe. With an excessive anteriorly tilted pelvis, this usually causes people to breathe more from the chest and neck and not from the diaphragm, which is the main breathing muscle. Breathing through the diaphragm allows you to take deeper breaths for improved oxygen intake, which is vital since the marathon highly involves the aerobic energy system. To incorporate this into your running, first you need to understand how to take deep breaths through the diaphragm. You can start by lying down, like this, and putting your hands on your belly. As you breathe in, you should feel your belly rise. As you breathe out, your belly should fall. Once you get the hang of this, try doing this when standing still, then progress to walking, then eventually to your running. Next, we will look at his trunk. His trunk may seem bent forward, but actually his whole body is leaning forward. Maintaining his body in this position allows for Eliud to not only increase forward momentum as he runs, but also the ability to extend his hips more. This allows for improved ability to utilize the hip flexors, but also increase elastic energy built from increased tension on the hip flexors and quads to aid in swinging the leg forward. To learn how to do this forward lean, start by facing a wall. And while keeping your body upright, try to bend forward from the ankles. This should help you learn how to do this forward lean and eventually incorporate it into your run. Finally, we will talk about his upper body. Initially, it may look like there is a lot of excessive movement going on, but really, there is not. If you look closely, he stabilizes his trunk and keeps his neck in a neutral position throughout almost the entire race. Stabilizing the body in these areas prevents energy leakage to improve efficiency during running. To apply this, just be aware of head position and engage the core as you run. When you engage the core, you need to find the right balance of activation. Too little, and you'll end up with excessive movement in the legs as well as an excessive anterior pelvic tilt. And too much, and you'll end up getting tired too quickly into the race. And that's it for the quick analysis of Eliud Kipchoge's running. I really love watching this man run, and I'm super curious about what he will accomplish in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you can see my future videos. Also, comment below what you thought about the video as well as any runner you would like me to analyze next. And as always, thank you for watching.